let's be real for a moment. There's nothing more frustrating as a man than being invisible to the very woman or the very women you want to notice you. You dress up, you try to be polite, maybe even throw in a smile, yet somehow it's like you don't even exist in her world. She looks past you, doesn't consider you as an option. And worst of all, she seems more excited by guys who don't even try than as hard as you do. It stings, doesn't it? But here's the truth. I need you to understand from the start. Women don't overlook you because they are cruel or shallow. They overlook you because on a subconscious level, something about you doesn't activate their radar. And once you know why that happens, and more importantly, how to focus, like how to fix it, everything changes. So in this video, I am going to break down the real reasons women overlook you, not the surface level answers you've heard 100 times before, but the deeper psychology behind it. And then I will give you concrete practical steps you can take to flip the script. So instead of being overlooked, you become unforgettable. Stay with me until the end, because I promise by the time we are done, you will never see yourself the same way again. Reason number one, you blend into the background. Here's the cold truth. If you walk into a room and nothing about you catches attention, you disappear before you even get started. A lot of men think being neutral is safe. They don't want to stand out too much. They don't want to, risk judgment. So they dress basic, speak softly, keep their heads down. But safety doesn't attract. Safety makes you invisible. Women overlook men who give them nothing to notice, because attraction begins with attention. How do you fix it? You don't need to be flashy or loud. You just need one thing that makes you stand out. Okay? Maybe it's the way you carry yourself with squared shoulders and calm confidence. Maybe it's your style, a signature jacket, clean haircut, or soft but unique accessory. Maybe it's your energy, the guy who walks in and looks like he belongs everywhere. Now remember this, if she doesn't notice you, she can't desire you. So your first step is making sure you no longer fade into the background. Reason number two, you are too predictable. You are too predictable. Humans are wired for novelty. What's too predictable fades into white noise. If every conversation you have with women goes the same way, hey, how are you? How's your day? What do you do? You're basically following a script she's heard 100 times this week. And when you're predictable, you are forgettable. Now here is the fix. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just break patterns. Now, instead of how is your day, say something playful like, so what's the weirdest thing that happened to you today? Instead of talking only about work or school, share a random story, a funny observation, or ask about her childhood dreams. Predictability makes women overlook you. Surprise makes women remember you. Now the third reason, you radiate neediness without saying a word. Here's a tough pill. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's the energy you carry. If your vibe screams, please like me, please notice me, women feel it instantly. Even if you never say a word. And the truth is, desperation repairs. When your worth depends on her validation, you stop being attractive. Why? Because she doesn't see a man. She sees a boy begging for approval. The fix is shift from, I hope she likes me, to, I am here to see if I like her. That small mindset change flips your energy completely. You're no longer chasing. You're evaluating. You're grounded. And grounded men don't get overlooked. They get respected. Now, reason number four, you don't trigger her emotional brain. Attraction isn't logical. It doesn't start with a checklist of he's nice, he's polite, he has a job. Women may appreciate those things, yeah, but they don't feel anything from them. And if she doesn't feel, she forgets. The overlooked man is usually the one who who stay stuck in safe surface level conversations, never teasing, never joking, never sparking curiosity. The fix: learn to activate emotion. Be playful. Tease her lightly about something harmless. Be curious. Ask questions that make her think. Be bold. Share your perspective instead of always agreeing. When you spark emotions, you spark memory. And memory is the foundation of attraction. Now, reason number 5 is you don't have a defined presence. Some men walk into a space and without saying a word, people feel them. Others can talk all day and still get ignored. Why? Presence. Presence comes from posture, tone of voice, eye contact, and stillness. Women overlook men who rush, fidget, avoid eye contact, or carry nervous energy. Now, this is how you can fix it. Just slow down. Slow down. When you speak, let your words land. When you walk, move with intention. When you look at her, hold her gaze a second longer than most men dare. Presence doesn't scream. Presence whispers with power. Now, reason number 6 is you haven't built a world she wants to enter. Sometimes women overlook you not because of who you are, but because of what your life looks like from the outside. If your world is small, wake up, walk, eat, sleep. There's nothing magnetic about it. Women want to be, pulled into a man's story, into his mission, into a life that feels alive. Now, this is how you're going to fix that. Build a life you're excited about. Hobbies, passions, adventures, growth. When your life is full, you stop chasing women to fill the emptiness. And ironically, that's when they chase you. Reason number 7 is you don't leave emotional fingerprints. Think about the people you miss most in your life. It's not because of how often you saw them. It's because of how they made you feel. The overlooked man is forgettable because he doesn't leave emotional fingerprints. This is the fix. Make her laugh in a way others don't. Make her feel safe in a way others don't. Make her feel seen in a way others don't. When you master that, you will never be invisible again. Now, let me leave you with this. Women don't overlook you because you are not worthy. They overlook you because you haven't learned to broadcast your worth in a way that her instincts can recognize. The men who stand out aren't the richest. They aren't the tallest. They aren't the most handsome. They are the men who know how to show up with presence, spark emotions, build magnetic lives, and carry themselves like they belong in every room they enter. If you've been overlooked before, it doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you've been invisible until now. So here's the challenge. From today forward, stop blending in. Stop begging for attention. Stop being predictable. Instead, become the man who women can't help but notice. And once they notice, they can't forget. Because when you master that, you will never ask again, why do women overlook me? The only question you'll be asking is, which one do I want to choose? I hope you get that. Now, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so. And for those who have subscribed, I want to say a very big thank you to you and see you some other time.